What up, tubers? Welcome back to another draft here on Magic Online Vintage Cube. Thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe if you haven't already. Please do hit that subscribe button. Would really enjoy getting to 100K by the end of the year. That would be super cool. And don't forget to check out cardkingdom.com/Numot for all your Magic card needs. If we can get to 100K, I might even activate Windows, but don't count on that. Anyways, pick one, pack one, Vintage Cube. We got a D-Toots here, and not too much else, realistically. Fury, great. Duels, always great. Him, good. I do like Life and Death for the Reanimate. Portal's a decent target for like Tinker and stuff. But how can I pass Demonic Tutor? You know what Demonic Tutor could be? It could be anything. Even a Fury. Even a Portal. Even a land. Easy peasy first pick. And we're getting past a little bit of power. This is not entirely unsurprising in Vintage Cube. It used to be back in the day before, I don't know if they fully fixed it, but you could get every single piece of power in one opening pack. I've seen images from old Vintage Cube where literally every single piece of power is in one pack, and so it's kind of funny. You like first pick a Black Lotus or something and then end up wheeling on a Time Twist or whatever. But anyways, getting past Mox Emerald here. Can only assume somebody before us took another piece of power, though that's not entirely true, right? You might take Soul Ring over Emerald. You might even take Mana Crypt if you really wanted to. We lose out on a Balance, a Jailer. I mean, there's nothing to say here. You take the Emerald and you move on with your life. Ooh, okay. Now we have some options. Top 3 or 4 picks for me: Pest Infestation, Shelldock Isle, Sneak Attack, Upheaval. I am a pretty big fan of Upheaval, as I do like to do some artifact thingies and play blue. That being said, Upheaval is a card that frequently wheels for how powerful it is. In fact, I could see taking the Shelldock or the Sneak Attack here and trying to wheel the Upheaval. I don't think Shelldock wheels. I don't think Sneak Attack wheels. I do think Upheaval does have a chance of wheeling in this pack. Let's see. What is going to be taken? Lalia will be taken. Infestation will not be coming back around. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, maybe this pack's not good enough for Upheaval to come back. In which case, I rather think I'd take the Upheaval instead. But you know what? I do Upheaval all the time. I'm actually going to take Sneak Attack here. I already have the Demonic Tutor for it anyways. So maybe we can do some fun sneaky combo deck instead. The thing about Sneak Attack is that, well, rather, the thing about Blightsteel Colossus, I don't actually think it's good with Sneak Attack. All they need is a creature with toughness 2 or greater, and they don't die, plus then they randomly have 9 infect, 9 poison, and they haven't taken any extra damage, so it's actually not that good. If our plan is to get the Upheaval back, I think taking the Monolith isn't crazy. I think I'll do that instead. Sylvan Library is great. Faithless Looting, really good for a combo deck too. And actually, if we are doing the Sneak Attack plan, there's a good chance we want to pick up like Corpse Dance or Shallow Grave anyways, and Faithless Looting then will combo with those cards and say Eldrazi if we want to. Let's do that. This is a nice start. It's not very often I don't end up going in blue, but we'll see if this is a deck that ends up doing so. All right, we have a Theater here we can take. Escape to the Wilds is okay. Whenever I see an early Dark Depths, I'm always tempted to take it and try to get Hexmage or what do you call it? Thespian Stage, but I tend to feel like the Dark Depths combo isn't very good. Though that being said, I do already have Tutor, and you know, if I recall correctly, I think there might have been Vampire Hexmage in my opening pack. But I suppose the Theater's probably just too good not to take here. Yawgmoth's Will. You know, we actually have a decent start to a Storm build, too, if we wanted. Fatal Push would be a safe pick. Rafine's Tower wouldn't be awful, though we don't have access to, or we don't rather have any white or blue cards yet. Souls of the Lost, also not bad. If we have like a slight Reanimator sub-theme, because the additional cost, right? Hmm. Yeah, I'm going to just stay open to the more powerful strategies, though, and take the Yawgmoth's Will here and see what happens. This is a very bad pack, or at least what I like to be doing in Cube, this pack does not have anything of. Just a bunch of random creatures, a Wrath, and Field of the Dead, which I have no idea why Field of the Dead is in the Cube. I think I've seen it work maybe one time ever. Is Sneak Attack Omnath good enough? Probably not, but I'll take it. All right, that was pick 8. Let's see what we get back on the wheel. Hymn to Turok, Portal to Phyrexia. Oh, there's the life and death on the wheel, too. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to take the life and death then. And we can be cheaty, a fatty cheaty deck. I haven't seen any of the most relevant of the reanimate targets yet, which hopefully means that they haven't been opened as opposed to them just getting taken. Nice Wheel of Thirst. I'm talking things about Grizzlebrand, Atraxa, Archon of Cruelty. Those are probably top 3 for me, unless I'm forgetting one really obvious. We saw Grave Titan, but that's not like the best. It is good though. Sneak Attack Grave Titan also still very good. Okay, we did wheel the Upheaval. So, not entirely unsurprising. Like I said, if any of those cards that I mentioned earlier were going to wheel, this would be one of them. Okay. Okay. We're getting some good wheels. Goldspan Dragon's just a really nice one to ramp up to. I don't mind Sideboard Mind Collapse. I think that card has a lot of utility. No, that was a decent pack one. I mean, it helps that we got past a piece of power, but we have somewhat of a strategy going on here between the sneak and the reanimate. There's a actually pretty decent chance I don't end up running Upheaval actually, but we'll see. I mean, that's only the end of pack 1, so. All right, pack number 2. Psychic Frog, Concealing Curtains. There's a Savai Triome. Urborg's all right. Squee is cool. It's like a good enabler for discard things, but it's not actually all that good. IMO. And nothing wrong with taking Frog here. It's a free discard effect and kind of a win con, honestly. I'm a little bit tempted to take Savai Triumph for red-black fixing, but I don't think it's a necessary pickup. Am I really going to first pick Frog? I guess Savai is just safer, isn't it? Me want Frog. Me want Frog. All right, yeah, let's take Frog over Savai. There is another very strong pack where I think I just have to take the Mox Diamond. Verdant Catacombs could grab the Theater or Citadel, not terrible looking, but probably not great. Rabble Master, Shredder. Yeah, I'm gonna take the Diamond. Okay, there's Emrakul passing an Exhume. So Emrakul currently only good for sneak attack, but I mean, hey, that is a pretty good one for sneak attack purposes. I don't expect Exhume to wheel, but it's more likely to wheel than if we're passing like an Animate Dead or Reanimate, so I guess there's that. Could definitely use some more tutor effects, though. Oh, baby. Oh, man, a Time Twister? I actually think Time Twister is really solid in the sneak attack decks. Maybe not so much in the reanimate strategies. Oh man, Underground Sea and Library of Alexandria also very good here. But I think we're comboing, so let's take the Time Twister. We can still end up running the life death and maybe a little bit of reanimate, but now I think we're going more towards like this type of cheaty sneak attack style. And so I'm gonna go with the Wooded Foothills here now instead of the Baleful Strix, I think. That way, if we do find, you know, Volcanic Island or something, then this can already grab the theater anyways. Okay, there's Necromancy. That does technically reanimate Eldrazi, but you don't get to attack with them unless they have haste, because you'll have to sacrifice this at the end of turn. And I don't have any of the other big reanimate targets, so it's either Frantic or like Bone Shards here. But like I said, since we're comboing, I think Frantic's better. Notably, I don't want to overlook Bitter Reunion. This one's also really good for the combo decks like this. In fact, that's a way to give the Emrakul haste if we did have a way to reanimate it there. Lion's Eye Diamond. Let's see, there is a blue-red source, which is okay. Tropical Island allows Wooded Foothills to grab blue. That is not irrelevant. Although I guess that's the same thing. Oh, no, that's the same thing as taking Ketria, isn't it? So maybe taking Ketria is slightly better then. Well, no, because the Wooded Foothills would already be able to grab the... Yeah, okay, I guess that's the same thing. There is an argument to taking LED here. But yeah, we'll just take another. Snapcaster, Ulamog, Wishclaw Talisman. These are decent hits. This isn't as insta-win as you would think it is, because sometimes exiling 20 cards doesn't win the game, but it's usually pretty good. Although I will say Snapcaster with the cards I already have is kind of gross, right? I'm expecting us to be able to find another fatty like that. I'm going to take the Snap for the power. Yeah, it doesn't look like we're necessarily going to want to upheaval here. Basalt Monolith might not even make the deck too. So Grixis combo / Reanimator. Squee on the wheel. Beginning of your upkeep, you may return Squee from your graveyard to your hand. I mean, again, it's kind of cute with some of our cards, but I guess we have Frantic, we have Looting. Maybe Squee's not bad here. All right. Channel. Double green, a little bit out of the question. Both Ledger Shredder and Consider look good. Yeah, we'll take the bird. So blue, red, black, red, blue, red. Guess I still need some more black fixing as it stands. Well, actually, I guess it could just be that we're splashing black for Demonic Tutor at this rate. Because without some of the other pieces, these cards don't really matter. I mean, maybe the Bloodchief's Thirst is still fine. Alright, Exhume did come back around too. I mean, we probably have too good of a reanimate package not to try to go for a little bit of it in pack 3, right? It's too free. Yeah. Leovold on the wheel. Leovold combos with Time Twister. And I do have a couple of free green sources. This is not crazy to play, although it is a little bit of a stretch. Leovold telling you to shake his hand. Gush. Probably not. Satyr Wayfinder actually kind of funny for reanimate, but I guess Emperor of Bones also not crazy. Okay, there's Blooming Marsh too if we really do want to splash the green. I don't think we're going to do that, but maybe pack 3 makes us want to get a little bit cutesy. All right, where are we for pack 3? I think the safest play has got to just be taking the Undercity Sewers. Let's see, Carnosaur's not a bad reanimate hit, although the Discover 5's not too exciting for us. Metamorph's all right, Command's good, Top's fine. Kind of leaning towards the Undercity Sewers here. So I don't really want to be taking too many tap lands, but I think that's where I'm at for now. The One Ring, huh? Another solid pack, but nothing super thrilling. Duress, Blue-Black Talisman, True Name, Force, One Ring, all good. I guess I'm probably supposed to take this. Where are the good reanimate targets? Where's the Archon, the Grizzlebrand, and such? World Spine Worm is another decent sneak attack card. This is one that you cannot reanimate, though. Not with the cards we have, anyways. Snuff Out, Bat are both solid as well. Okay, there's the Shallow Grave. So that's going to allow us to also now reanimate the Worm or the Emrakul. This is not a replacement, right? When it's put into a graveyard from anywhere, shuffle it in. Same thing with Emrakul, right? When it's put into a graveyard, not instead of. We did just pass the Freeze, and then here's the Breach now, but Lion's Eye Diamond was in pack 1, if I recall correctly, right? Yeah. Strand would be pretty good, too. Here is a black-green. No, that doesn't do anything for us. Collective Brutality, most likely the card here. It's Disruption, it's Interaction, it is a way to discard a card. I still need like Grizzlebrand or Archon or something, because right now the Exhume and the Life and Death are not going to be played at this rate. Which means I still need like 5 cards if we're not running this. We really are all in on sneak attack at this rate. And I only have, what, 1 tutor for it? A little bit unfortunate. I guess I might need to run the Kitsa as another way to loot. Yeah, another tutor would be good too, even if it's just like Imperial Seal. Give us some extra redundancy. Oh, there's Ulamog. Oh wait, no, that's just a simple. That's just another sneak attack hit. which I don't think we need. In fact, maybe I'm taking like prime time here for a card that I can get back with life, death, and exhume. Zeotor is also not terrible. Black, red, and even a green if I want. Ulamog versus Primetime. Yeah, I guess it's still just Ulamog. Is there a world where I splash Oath of Druids off of green too? I would need to cut all of the 2-drops though. That's pretty awkward, but that's not crazy. Again, Battlesphere is like an okay target for these randomate effects, but not very good, I feel like. But I guess maybe that's what we're going to end up doing. Voidwalker's always just great. Might be a little bit hard to cast here, but it is good. I'm maybe going to cut the gold span now. The problem with Death and Exhume is that they're also only ways to return from my own graveyard. Carnosaur, I guess, is also not bad here. Okay, the deck ended up fine, I think. We've got good sneak attack and shallow grave hits, but our reanimate plan otherwise didn't really pan out as much as I would want. I'm probably just going to end up cutting the squee. True Name, Tidebinder, Talisman. All of those are actually fine. Guess maybe fixing is most important now. I don't really need any more playables. Sideboard the dress down, leave it for bringing in from the board. Yeah, this deck's fine. Nothing special, but totally fine. So Carnosaur, Battlesphere are for our Exhume / Life Death, and then we have Emrakul, Ulamog, and Worm for Sneak Attack / Shallow Grave. So blue black splashing red. Don't need the Blooming Marsh. We need 11 lands still. 2 Foothills does find blue, so 2, 3, 4, 5. That would be 6 blue sources. 4, 5, 6, 7 black. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 red. Well, that's way too much mount. Way too many mountains. Holy moly. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blue. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blue, 7 black, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 red. That's still maybe too much red. Let's go 8, 8 of blue and black, and then 6 red seems plenty. Yeah, this deck's okay. We do have some card selection and stuff, so we can probably reasonably set up our combos. But I wouldn't necessarily say this is like a busted deck. If we draw well, we can win. If we don't, we still probably have an okay chance. Go off to round 1 and see how we do. I'm on the draw. All right. I think you could probably mulligan this hand, and maybe it is correct to mulligan a hand like this, but I'm going to give it a shot. Turn 1 elf. Oh. No, I'm going to bin that. And the reason is, if I drew Shallow Grave next turn, I would still need to find a discard effect. Plus, if I do find a discard effect relatively quickly, I can always Snapcaster the Shallow Grave. Thespian Stage. Well, god damn it. That's pretty funny. We immediately drew the discard effect. So, if I draw Mox Emerald next turn, I can Frantic Search Shallow Grave the Ulamog. That would have won the game there. But now the opponent's also going to have too many permanents. Yikes. They also have the One Ring, huh? I wonder if I'm supposed to flash in the Snapcaster and block their tracker right now while they only have 1 mana. I think that's probably correct. Since again, I would basically need to draw exactly Emerald to do the plan. They have 4 cards in their hand. So let's go ahead and lead off with Frantic. Wow, garbage. I don't think I mind firing off a Time Twister here then. Faithless Saluting. Okay. Well, this didn't work out as well as we had hoped. Casual 10 cards in their hand. Oh, there's the Dark Depths. All right, so they can go for the Thespian Stage Dark Depths combo. But now we can One Ring to prevent ourselves from dying next turn. Grizzlebrand, Underground Mortuary. They might honestly have some... Come on. They might have some kind of reanimate plan as well. Okay, Demonic Tutor. Demonic Tutor. So what can we do with that? I don't have a way to deal with Merit Lage. So they're going to make a 2020 flyer. Man, so many land. All right, I guess we'll start off by drawing and seeing what we hit. This exhumes so bad versus their specific hand or specific graveyard. Gaining 2 life still puts me to dead. I have 4 mana post Demonic Tutor. Oh wait, does Shallow Grave work? Oh, you know what? I think Shallow Grave might actually work here. Right? I grab Shallow Grave, I Collective Brutality, kill their elf, discard Ulamog, Shallow Grave Ulamog, Annihilator 4. If they sack, yeah, we get them. Okay, perfect, that works. Nice. Duress Imperial Seal. Okay. Take the Imperial Seal. Yeah, this works. They can't merit Lage. Wait, am I miscounting? No, they can merit Lage. Wait, no, they... No, they have to sacrifice 4 things here, right? Yeah. Oh, wait, no, they could have. Am I crazy? No, they could have. They could have merit Laged, blocked, and then killed me. They messed up. Didn't they? I think they messed up. I think they would have had 5 permanents left. They could have sacked... So they make merit Lage, which loses their Thespian Stage Dark Depths. Then they sack the Ring, the Cradle, and the Forest Swamp. No, I think they had the win and they messed up. Notably, I have nothing left, but... So they get to Nissa me next turn. I mean, I guess I have active 1 ring, which is obviously great. Oh, that's funny. That wins. Oh, wait, no, it puts them to 1. All lands become 1. I can turn all my lands into 1/1s. They would have to block with Elf. That's, I mean, that's still a good play. Is that better? Snapcaster Mage Brutality, I guess, is slightly better now. Given what we know of their hand. Okay. What a sad, funny game. All right. I'll take it, though. A win is a win. So they have 3 blockers. I'm going to have way too many creatures. The classic life, death, victory. Hilarious. All right, we will take game 1. Though we had to get a little bit lucky for it. Don't think Dress Down is a card we want to bring in here. I think we're just running it back. Maybe bring in Mind Collapse. I think I just like running it back. Let's go to the next game. Could bring in the Emperor of Bones for the graveyard, I guess. Actually, that's probably good. They had some good graveyard hits. Do that. Let's go on to game 2 here of the first round. Oh, this hand's fine. Can Carnosaur on turn 3 to kill something. Maybe we can reanimate it back. We know our opponent has a lot of mana dorks, though, so hopefully... Oh, okay, maybe discard effect? No, no discard effect, turn 1. Oh, perfect. That's a great hit. I got a top sneak attack as well. Hopefully this is a quick game. We can maybe do some good combo stuff. Hopefully they don't put one of their own fatties in the graveyard quickly. That is bad. Okay. So turn 3, I'm just going to have to Carnosaur. I'm not even going to be able to Frantic Search, because obviously the Dothy completely hoses that plan. I don't mind giving them a Wooded Foothills underneath the Dothy. Okay, Green Sun for 2. So Trumpeting Carnosaur is unfortunately going to get exiled here. But it is what it is. My Exhume now, definitely a bit worse again. But we have the sneak attack, so all is not lost. Courser, Recurring Nightmare. Ooh. Let's get the One Ring online. Looking for Eldrazi. Wonder if they're going to draw with their Peat land this turn first, try to find a land underneath the Fintorn Elf. That might not be a bad play. Okay, Dark Depths, Recurring Nightmare, 1 unknown in hand. Not gonna Recurring Nightmare back their Dothy. Now's the time we go digging then. The reverse Dothy, huh? Discard 2 cards. Um, Almost want to Snapcaster Frantic here. I think I'm gonna do that. Keep digging. Okay, there's Emrakul. Let's play out our own Dothy and say go. Set up for the sneak attack next turn. Their play was just to remove a Dark Depths counter. I enjoy that a lot. All right, Fyndhorn Elf, Recurring Nightmare. One unknown still in hand. Primeval Titan. Okay, so they can grab their Who's a What's It, and then we have lethal with Sneak Attack, Emrakul, Battlesphere. Battlesphere pings them for 4, Emrakul gets in for 15 unblocked damages. And then the Dothy hits them for unblockable 3 Shadow, so that's lethal, right? 22, and they're going to 22. $15 plus 4 plus 3. If I did my math right, this is lethal. Even more now since they don't have the extra blocker of Courser. GG's. Not the prettiest, but pretty enough, huh? All right, nice. We'll take the first round. Let's see if we can do that 2 more times. Go, go. All right, quick gym break, and we're back for, I guess, what is this, round number 2 of this Vintage Cube League. Yeah, turn 2 Psychic Frog is probably good enough. I mean, it's not like an all-star uh, all-star vintage hand, but it's good enough on the play versus unknown, so we'll keep it. Turn 1, a Soul Ring. Womp womp. Okay, well, we have a pretty good hand if we can find any of our top-end cards now. We have both Sneak Attack and Shallow Grave to cheat them in, plus I have the Psychic Frog to discard if we draw something like Emrakul or Ulamog, right? I mean, there's a chance we just win next turn. And hell, if we draw one of our other smaller creatures, it's probably still right to Shallow Grave like Carnosaur or whatever, you know? All right, what can you do following a turn 1 Soul Ring? Broadside Bombardiers. It's a good one. It's got Menace too, so won't be able to block it. This one can kill very, very quickly. It's got a boast ability of sacrifice another artifact or creature. This deals damage equal to 2 plus the sacrifice permanent's mana value to any target. So, for example, if they really wanted to, they could sack the Soul Ring here to shoot something for 3. Okay, just gonna pass the turn. I like that. Brutality was pretty good. Let's go ahead and combat first. See if we can draw one of our large creatures to discard to Brutality. Faithless Looting now too. Okay, that's not terrible, but let's go ahead and give and discard. Here, I think I like just discarding the... Well, I guess we can discard the red source? No, what does Wooded Foothills grab? Theater. I guess we want the theater here. Yeah, I'm gonna keep the Faithless Looting, I guess. Exhume Firebolt. Okay, take the Exhume, pretty easy. Now their hand really doesn't do much. Let's see. So there is one awkward thing here. Well, I guess not too awkward. I was gonna say if I Wooded Foothills grab the theater and then surveil like an Eldrazi, I wouldn't put it into the graveyard because then we would lose the shallow grave value. But we have the sneak attack for that plan anyway, so it's not a big deal. What did they play? They played a swamp. Guess we'll just go ahead and discard looting. So they have swamp, troll, and one unknown card. What did they draw here? Mine collapse for 5. Okay. Works for me. So we're going to be on a 3-turn clock starting, well, 4-turn clock starting next turn once they play out the troll, presumably. Snapcaster doesn't do anything with those cards, so let's bin that. Time Twister is actually a pretty good hit because we can sneak attack on the battlefield and then set up Time Twister, and if we draw any of our large creatures, presumably they're just going to troll here, right? Go land, troll. Yeah, effectively a unblockable 6-power creature on turn 4. It's not like nothing. Oh, well. That will solve that problem, I suppose. Yeah, let's go ahead and get Ulamog Annihilator 4 online. Then sacrifice, shuffle. I didn't want to Time Twister that same turn because we're making them sacrifice so many of their permanents. Wow, and now I'm getting punished because they ripped Inquisition for Time Twister. That's brutal. Okay, yeah. That was insane. So it's going to be their Troll Clock versus my top deck. Holy crap. Brutal. Thankfully, that's a good one. Okay. Back to saved. I guess I maybe shouldn't have main phase that, in case they drew like a Thoughtseize or something, but all I gotta say is, phew! Oh, we can Brutality first here. Kolaghan's Fury, and now we Sneak Worm. Alright, GG's. Saved, saved, saved. Okay, red, black. Could bring in Mind Collapse versus what we saw. It wouldn't be great, it'd be fine. I think we just run it back and try to do the same thing again. Go, go. Alright, game number 2 here of the second round. This hand is pretty weak to a discard effect, but I think I'm going to keep it anyways. So it's got 2 of 3 combo pieces available. We have the tutor for any one of... I mean, I guess we could just grab Sneak Attack with it, although I don't currently have red. Oh, there's the... Okay, they went for the turn 2 Exhumed Troll, so we're on a fast clock. Okay, Looter was good. We can go grab Shallow Grave now, and do Shallow Grave Emrakul on turn 4, potentially. Or not. All right, that plan is gone. I guess I'm going to Demonic Tutor here for Shallow Grave anyways. And then what I can do is Snapcaster Demonic. So if I rip a red source, I also wipe their board. So red source effectively wins next turn. That is not it. Is there anything I can do then? No, I don't think so. I think that's just going to be game over. Okay. Good beats. Yeah, probably should bring in that Mind Collapse. Well, I mean, I don't have that many mountains. No, I think we're just going to run it back again. Maybe Emperor of Bones comes in versus their Exhume. I don't know. I guess that's fine, though unexciting. The only problem is they can... This only triggers on... No, I don't want that. That only triggers at the beginning of my combat. So they can kind of play around that by doing it whenever they want. Oh, that's too bad we didn't hit a red source there. We would have straight up won. All right, game 3, round 2 on the play. And that's a pretty good hand. Pretty good looking hand indeed. Knowing that they have like Inquisition of Kozilek, I think I just go turn 1 Shredder here. Instead of trying to get extra value. And honestly, I might just Time Twister on turn 2, though we do have Sneak Attack in hand. Okay, touche. Well, if they cast another spell, we do get to trigger the Ledger Shredder, which is nice. Yeah, I think I just like Time Twistering here. Roll the dice. Also gets their Oliphant out of the graveyard. All right. Not the best hand, not the worst hand. We have Looting plus Emrakul, so if we can find Shallow Grave, that's the thing. Harvester, that doesn't matter. It does give them a way to rummage again. Sadly, Exhume does not work with Emrakul, unless I had Teferi to like instant speed it. Bony Boy Dracosaur. All right. So we are going to be able to do a lot of things here potentially. We don't need to draw too much to effectively win the game. I need an untapped red source for that. Can we find another red source? Not it. Let's see. So I guess I'm going to start by looting then. Oh, there's Demonic Tutor. Oh, but this doesn't work, does it? Yeah, this doesn't work. That's too bad. Okay. We can trigger the Ledger Shredder here too if we want. I guess we'll just pitch the Exhume now. I think, what do we want to grab? I want to grab Brutality, but I can't cast it this turn. What's the safest pickup? I guess like Snapcaster Mage to potentially redo everything. All right, well, if we get another turn, we're okay, but we'll see if they pose my plans too badly here. Wasteland. Ah, that hurts a lot. They would have to lose their City of Traders, though. But I'm guessing they're definitely going to make that play. So now I'm going to need to find another red source. Crap. Plus, now I won't be able to activate Sneak Attack more than one time unless I draw... Oh, no, yeah, I have to just draw a red source. Well, shoot. Okay, so Bat can take Sneak Attack. I would imagine they still end up killing the Theater here. I'm going to take 5 from the Dracosaur. Ah, this is brutal. I guess maybe I should have grabbed Shallow Grave instead of Snapcaster. Yeah, maybe grabbing Shallow Grave was actually just better. All right, I'm at 13. Then I'm going to lose 2 life from the ring. I think we just have to activate here. Okay, I have 5 mana. Come on, Shallow Grave. Hey, there it is. There it is. Okay. Untap. Shallow Grave. Cannot discard a creature here. All right, Emrakul hits the battlefield. Oh, I probably should still have discarded a spell, though. I should have discarded my life or death so that attacking in the air was lethal. Oh, well. This is still fine. Making them sacrifice 6 permanents is kind of absurd, so... And we can play the Frog second main phase as a pretty good blocker. Yeah, we still should be okay here. Yeah, I should have discarded life and death. Oh, they are going to keep the bat. Okay. All right, they go to 3. We play Frog, and we should be pretty safe. We know they have a Mind Collapse in their deck, so they could go like Mountain Mind Collapse one of my creatures, but then we still have a blocker. Well, I mean, I guess I still haven't even won the game, have I? Can I win next turn with life making all of my lands creatures? They're at 3 and have a 1/1 life linker, so that doesn't seem very likely. All right, pass. I'm going to go down to 8. Drawing seems a little bit risky, but not bad. Oh, no, I guess we kind of have to still draw here, don't we? Yeah. Okay, brutality was fantastic. Guess I want to play Dothy first. Oh, wait. Did I mess up? No, I didn't mess up. If I tap like this, I can actually kill them by turning the island into a creature. All right, and they have nothing in their hand, so this should be a win, right? None of these lifelink. Oh wait, I can just make the psychic frog flying too. That works. Never mind. Easy. Okay, nice. Yeah, their hand is actually really bad. And we're 2-0. One more, and we will get a trophy here with the nice little sneaky, shallow gravy Eldrazi deck. Let's go. Alrighty, third and final round of this vintage QB draft. On the draw. Cannot keep a hand like this, missing too many components. That's a good opening hand, though. And a pretty easy pitch of what the Faithless Looting, since all 3 of these other cards are discard effects. I'm going to keep the Shallow Grave. That's the most vital of pieces. We have multiple fatties. We have multiple ways to discard. We don't have that many ways to cheat them, so keeping the grave is great. Do I want to kill the Hierarch and play Theater? I think that's probably a fine play. I'm going to put that in the graveyard, even though that wouldn't be a bad hit with Thirst in my graveyard now. Assuming they play another cheap creature, we could have gone next turn Snapcaster into the Thirst, but I think we're just going to dig for one of our large creatures. So Ulamog or Emrakul next turn are the ideals. I do think we want to lead on Frantic. Yikes. Okay, not great. Not great indeed. Cycle the Oliphant. We're probably going to be in pretty rough shape if they can find a way to get rid of my Psychic Frog now. Okay, that's not problematic. If they just go a Johnny Pass, I think we're probably still doing okay. Let's go for this play. I'm going to play out the Mox. I'm going to play out the land. I'm going to Death my Snapcaster Mage and flashback the Frantic Search. From what I see of our opponent's deck, they just look like a creature-based strategy, so it's not too problematic. If we hit an Eldrazi or something, great. Ooh, okay. That is really bad. Well, that's one of the few creatures that could really wreck us, I guess. And they're going to shoot the frog with the first trigger. Yikes. Oh man, I guess we're kind of just dead now, aren't we? All right, they aimed it all at the froggy. Okay, good beats. Again, I mean, this should be a good matchup in theory. Looking at their deck, it's just all random creatures. But yeah, we didn't find one of our fat cards that we needed. Funny thing about the One Ring here is that they can't target me. So they have to shoot one of their own things or one of their own creatures. Oh, well, I guess I let them flip their Ajani now, didn't I? Am I going to get owned by a splashed Bowmaster? Certainly feels like it. God, our hand was so good if we had just hit one large creature, but we just didn't find one. Too bad. Could bring in Dress Down versus them. They do have a lot of the good early creatures, but like I said, this probably should be an okay matchup. Alright, activate One Ring, double trigger the Bowmaster, and I guess concede. Yeah, I don't think this should be a bad matchup at all. The question is, can I draw my combo pieces before they have just random weenie creature pressure? All right, let's go to game number 2 of the third and final round. Another one of those hands. I'm going to keep this. It has enough ways to dig that I think it's worthwhile. I'm going to put the life and death in the graveyard since we have Snapcaster. Okay, shock. Red, black, floating. Like a Witherbloom command? Oh, it is. So they mill 3, then return a land, and then they drained for 2. Okay. Let's attack for 1, and then loot. Gonna just cycle Ketria here, end of turn, most likely. Huh. So the fact that they didn't dash that tells me they probably have their Bowmaster in hand. There's Emrakul. We just need to find Shallow Grave or Sneak Attack now. I'm just going to start off by thirsting their Ragavan and passing. Oh, I guess I technically missed a damage there, didn't I? All right, I'm going to loot now that they only have 1 mana untapped. Frog. They have good fixing, though, I'll tell you that much. Croxa. Oh, interesting. All right, I'll just discard the Snappy at this point. I'm still putting them on having the Bowmaster in hand. Containment Priest. Oh, man. Okay, that's bad. That is really bad for me. Sheesh, they do just have a bunch of the hoser creatures, don't they? Is this the flashback Croxa? Wow. How much more removal do I have? I think I'm going to discard the Emrakul to shuffle our Blood Chief's Thirst back in the deck. Oh, I guess I should have done this the other way around. I should have discarded the land to the Kitsa and then Emrakul to the Croxa and not lost any life. All right, well, we've got a problem. This would be a crazy way to lose, but It is what it is. Yeah, Exhum's not good here. Life and Death isn't good here. Gonna get hosed by the Containment Priest. It's great. I'm just dead in like 2 turns. Okay, that's not bad. That buys me some time at the very least. Ooh, Gut's nice. All right, we'll discard the Ulamog to the Kroxa. Oh, wait, does it not make us discard? Oh, wait, I messed up. I thought that was a different... I thought I was looting again. Whoops. In any case, I'm still in a bad spot. I assume they're gonna flash in the Bowmasters now. Oh, they didn't. They didn't have it, I guess. Wow, we are dying so badly. I always love it when I get wrecked by decks like these, but I feel like if we run this match back 10 times, I probably win the majority of them, even if it's only like 6. I mean, there's the answer to the Containment Priest now, but we're just dead on board here, so... Yeah, that's not going to cut it. I guess what I can do here is Dothy into Thirst the Kroxa. Do I just die to Gut then? We might just be dead to Gut, right? If they play any creature, they kill me. Oh, and then even if they don't play a creature, I die to the One Ring anyways. Yeah. Good beats. All right, GG's. Well, hey, it got crushed. Yeah, again, I love it when I lose to those type of decks that just seem very, very fair. I mean, their creatures were all very good, but it was kind of just a brew of creatures, whereas I think my deck probably had a straightforward game plan, but we just couldn't enact it there in the final game. So, good beats. Sneak Attack, Shallow Grave, Emrakul, Ulamog, always a fun time. As always, friends, thanks for watching. We'll see you back next time. Bye-bye.